Pavel Nedved was one of the greatest midfielders of his generation. During a nearly 2-decade-long career, he'd win titles with Sparta Prague, Lazio and Juventus. In 2003, his qualities were truly recognised, as he became the only Czech player in history to earn a Ballon d'Or. But what happens if you move this legendary player to England's League One? Let's find out. And just like that, Nedved has arrived in Blackpool. Aged 32, he's still an elite level footballer. His technical qualities are out of this world. He also has an elite mentality. No wonder why he won 16 trophies during his career. Blackpool aren't quite perennial winners though. Their only major honour was an FA Cup victory in 1953. 3 years later, they'd finished runners-up in England's First Division. But since then, they've spent the majority of their history in the lower leagues. During the 2006 season, they're down in League One and could only muster a 19th place finish, avoiding relegation by just 3 points. The Czech International should give them a boost though. He's coming off a decent season with Juventus, where he'd scored 7 Seria A goals. Elsewhere in the squad, there are some familiar faces. Simon Grayson will be a useful utility player at the back. Tactically, we're going to line up with a 4-2-3-1. Nedved will occupy the 10 position, where he's been encouraged to get on the ball and create. With a bit of pace on the wings, through balls should be an effective weapon to get in behind our opponents. Nedved's going to take all of our set pieces. Hopefully he can replicate some of those free kicks from the early 2000s. This is not a team though with much quality. Even our assistant thinks we have no chance of avoiding relegation. Let's see what impact this legendary player can make. And it only took him 30 seconds to introduce himself at Bloomfield Road. After finding space in the centre, he hits an outrageous finish. Well, it's safe to say, the opening game couldn't have gone any better. 5-0, Blackpool are top of the division. Against now Premier League side Brentford, it would be another worldie. Poor distribution from the keeper, but our man finds the top corner in incredible circumstances. Just after the halfway stage of the season, Blackpool are looking like contenders. Forest have probably run away with first, but a runner-up promotion or a playoff spot is definitely achievable. And the goals kept flying in. Here against Southend, the fullback finds him in space on the edge of the box with another well-placed finish. Disappointingly, the game would finish 3-2 to the relegation-threatened side. After a terrible run of form, winning once in just 10 matches, the side needed to bounce back against Huddersfield. Once again, the Czech International would hammer the ball home from range. But his 3 goals weren't enough. Another loss of points against a playoff rival. His final goal contribution would come against Rotherham, as he finds the perfectly weighted through ball and his strike partner does the rest. In League One, Pavel would play 35 matches, registering 39 goals and assists. Despite showing some incredible cup form, they'd only progressed to the FA Cup third round before elimination by Portsmouth. Over the course of the season, his shot conversion rate was 18.6%. In 41 appearances, he also won the man of the match 16 times, or in 39% of the matches. Not bad at all. After a strong start, the Lancashire side would slide away into mid-table. Offensively they were impressive, finding the back of the net 63 times, but the 4th worst defence in the division meant promotion wasn't going to be possible. Nedved would help them improve 4 positions though, and the fact that he contributed 61% of the team's goals during the year shows just how impactful he was. But not even he could stop their decline. After winning or drawing 20 of the opening 25 matches, Blackpool would win just 3 more times during the remainder of the season. Pavel Nedved was undoubtedly one of the best players in recent memory. Around Italy and his homeland, he's still held in the highest regard as a player. Now in England's northwest, he's proved why once again.